Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella. Prologue. Of all the crappy nights I've ever had in the whole of my crap life. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're talking a -6. And it's not like I even have very high standards. Rain spatters down my collar as I shift from one blistered foot to the other. I'm holding my denim jacket over my head as a makeshift umbrella, but it's not exactly waterproof. I just want to find a taxi, get home, kick off these stupid boots, and run a nice hot bath. But we've been waiting here for 10 minutes and there's no sign of a cab. My toes are agony. I'm never buying shoes from cut price fashion again. I bought these boots last week in the sale. Flat black patent. I only ever wear flats. They were half a size too small, but the girl said they would stretch and that they made my legs look really long. And I believed her. Honestly, I'm the world's biggest sucker. We're all standing together on the corner of some street in southwest London that I've never been to before, with music pounding faintly from the club below our feet. Carolyn's sister's a promoter and got us discounted entry, so that's why we schlepped all the way here. Only now we have to get home, and I'm the only one even looking for a cab. Vi has commandeered the only nearby doorway and has her tongue down the throat of the guy she chatted up earlier at the bar. He's cute, despite the weird little mustache. Also, he's shorter than Vi, but then a lot of guys are, given she's nearly 6 feet tall. She has long dark hair and a wide mouth and an oversized laugh to match. When Vi is really tickled by something, she brings the whole office to a standstill. A few feet away, Carolyn and Debs are sheltering underneath the newspaper, arm in arm, caterwauling It's Raining Men, as if they're still on the karaoke stage. Lexi, Debs yells, extending an arm for me to join in. It's raining men! Her long blonde hair is all ratty in the rain, but she's still bright-faced. Debs' two favorite hobbies are karaoke and jewelry making. In fact, I'm wearing a pair of earrings she made me for my birthday. Teeny silver L's with dangling seed pearls. It isn't bloody raining men, I call back morosely. It's just raining. I normally love karaoke too, but I'm not in a singing mood tonight. I feel all sore inside, like I want to curl up away from everyone else. If only loser Dave had turned up like he promised. After all those love you Lexi texts, after vowing faithfully to be here at 10, I sat waiting all that time, watching the door, even when the other girls told me to give up on him. Now I feel like a sappy moron. Loser Dave works in car telesales and has been my boyfriend since we got together at Carolyn's friend's barbecue last summer. I don't call him Loser Dave to insult him, it's just his nickname. No one remembers how he got it, and he won't tell. In fact, he's always trying to make people call him something else. He started referring to himself as Butch a while ago because he reckons he looks like Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. He has a buzz cut, I suppose, but the resemblance ends there. Anyway, it didn't catch on. To his workmates, he just is Loser Dave, the way I'm Snaggletooth. I've been called that since I was 11, and sometimes Snagglehair. To be fair, my hair is pretty frizzy, and my teeth are kind of crooked, but I always say they give my face character. Parentheses, actually, that's a lie. It's Vi who says they give my face character. Personally, I'm planning to fix them as soon as I've got the cash and can psych myself up to having braces in my mouth, i.e. probably never. Close parentheses. A taxi comes into sight and I immediately stick out my hand, but some people ahead flag it down first. Great. I shove my hands in my pockets and miserably scan the rainy road for another yellow light. It's not just Loser Dave standing me up that's bothering me, it's the bonuses. Today was the end of the financial year at work. Everyone was given paper slips saying how much they'd got and started jumping about with excitement because it turns out the company's 2003 to 2004 sales were better than anyone expected. It was like Christmas came 10 months early. Everyone was gabbing all afternoon about how they were going to spend the money. Carolyn started planning a holiday to New York with her boyfriend Matt. Debs booked highlights at Nikki Clark. She's always wanted to go there. Vi called Harvey Nichols and reserved herself a new cool bag called a Paddington or something. And then there was me with nada. Not because I haven't worked hard. Not because I didn't meet my targets, but because to get a bonus, you have to have worked for the company for a year, and I missed qualifying by a week. 1 week. It's so unfair. It's so penny pinching. I'm telling you, if they asked me what I thought about it, anyway, like Simon Johnson would ever ask the opinion of an associate junior sales manager flooring. That's the other thing. I have the worst job title ever. It's embarrassing. It hardly even fits on my business card. The longer the title, I've decided, the crappier the job. They think they'll blind you with words and you won't notice you've been stuck in the corner of the office with the lousy accounts no one else wants to work on. A car splashes through a puddle near the pavement and I jump back, but not before a shower of water hits me in the face. From the doorway, I can hear Phi hotting things up, murmuring into the ear of the cute guy. I catch a few familiar words, and despite my mood, have to clamp my lips together so I don't laugh. Months ago, we had a girls' night in, and ended up confessing all our dirty talk secrets. Phi said she uses the same line each time, and it works a treat. I think my underwear is melting off. I mean, would any guy fall for that? Well, I guess by Phi's record they do. Debs confessed that the only word she can use without cracking up during sex is hot, so all she ever says is, "I'm hot, you're so hot, this is really hot." Mind you, when you're as stunning as Debs, I wouldn't think you'd need much of a repertoire. Carolyn has been with Matt for a million years and declared she never talks in bed at all except to say ow or higher, or once, as he was about to come, "Oh crap, I left my hair straighteners on." I don't know if she really meant it. She's got a pretty quirky sense of humor, just like Matt. They're both super bright, almost geeky, but cool with it. When we're all out together, the two of them throw so many insults at each other, it's hard to know if they're ever serious. I'm not sure even they know. Then it was my turn, and I told the truth, which is that I compliment the guy. Like with Loser Dave, I always say, "You have beautiful shoulders, and you have such beautiful eyes." I didn't admit that I say these things because I'm always secretly hoping to hear back from a guy that I'm beautiful too. Nor did I admit that it's never yet happened. Anyway, whatever. "Hey, Lexi." I look up to see that Phi has unsuckered herself from the cute guy. She ducks under my denim jacket and gets out a lipstick. "Hi," I say, blinking rainwater off my lashes. "Where's lover boy gone?" "To tell the girl he came with that he's leaving." "Phi? What?" Phi looks unrepentant. "They're not an item, or much of one." She carefully redoes her mouth in pillar box red. "I'm getting a whole new load of makeup," she says, frowning at the blunt end of the lipstick. "Christian Dior, the whole lot. I can afford it now." "You should," I nod, trying to sound enthusiastic. A moment later, Phi looks up with realization. "Oh, bollocks. Sorry, Lexi." She puts an arm around my shoulder and squeezes. "You should have got a bonus. It's not fair." "It's fine." I try to smile. "Next year." "You okay?" Phi narrows her eyes at me. "You want to go for a drink or anything?" "No, I need to get to bed. I've got an early start in the morning." Phi's face clears suddenly and she bites her lip. "Jesus, I forgot all about that too. What with the bonuses and everything. Lexi, I'm sorry. This is really a shit time for you." "It's fine," I say at once. I'm trying not to make it a huge deal. No one likes a winger. So somehow I make myself smile brightly, just to show I'm fine with being the snaggly-toothed, stood-up, no-bonus girl whose dad just died. Phi is silent for a moment, her green eyes glittering in the passing headlights. "Things will turn around for you," she says. "You think?" "Uh-huh," she nods with more energy. "You just have to believe it. Come on," she squeezes me. "What are you, woman or walrus?" Phi's been using that expression since we were both 15, and it makes me smile every time. "And you know what," she adds, "I think your dad would have wanted you to turn up to his funeral hungover." She met my dad a couple of times. She's probably right. "Hey, Lexi." Phi's voice is suddenly softer and I brace myself. I'm in a pretty edgy mood as it is, and if she says something nice about my dad, I might cry. I mean, I didn't know him that well or anything, but you only get one dad. "Do you have a spare condom?" Her voice pierces my thoughts. Right, so I probably didn't need to worry about the sympathy overload. Just in case, she adds with a wicked grin. I mean, we'll probably just chat about world politics or whatever. Yeah, I'm so sure. I root around inside my green birthday present, accessorize bag for the matching coin purse, and produce a Durex, which I discreetly hand to her. Thanks, babe. She kissed me on the cheek. Listen, do you want to come to mine tomorrow night? After it's all over, I'll make spaghetti carbonara. Yeah, I smile gratefully. That would be great. I'll call you. I'm already looking forward to it. A plate of delicious pasta, a glass of wine, and telling her all about the funeral. If I can make the grimmest thing seem funny, I know we'll end up in stitches. Hey, there's a taxi. Taxi! I hurry to the edge of the pavement as the cab pulls up and beckon to Debs and Carolyn, who are screeching out Dancing Queen. Carolyn's glasses are spattered with raindrops, and she's about 5 notes ahead of Debs. Hi there. I lean through the window to the taxi driver, my hair dripping down my face. Could you possibly take us first to Ballum and then... Sorry, love, no karaoke. The taxi driver cuts me off with a baleful glance at Debs and Carolyn. I stare at him confused. What do you mean, no karaoke? I'm not having them girls in here doing me headin' with their bloody singing. He has to be joking. Can't ban people for singing. But my cab, my rules. No drunks, no drugs, no karaoke. Before I can reply, he puts the taxi into gear and roars away down the road. You can't have a no karaoke rule, I shout after the cab in outrage. It's discrimination. It's against the law. I trail off helplessly and look around the pavement. Fi has disappeared back into Mr. Cutie's arms. Debs and Carolyn are doing the worst Dancing Queen routine I've ever seen. In fact, I don't blame the taxi driver. I don't blame that taxi driver. The traffic is whooshing by, drenching us with spray. Rain is drumming through my denim jacket into my hair. Thoughts are circling around my head like socks in a dryer. We'll never find a taxi. We'll be stuck out here in the rain all night. Those banana cocktails were noxious. I should have stopped after 4. I have my dad's funeral tomorrow. I've never been to a funeral before. What if I start sobbing and everyone stares at me? Loser Dave's probably in bed with some other girl right this second, telling her she's beautiful while she moans, Butch, Butch. My feet are blistered and they're freezing. Taxi! Instinctively screamed the word almost before I registered the distant yellow light. It's coming up the road, signaling left. Don't turn! I wave frantically. Over here! Here! I have to get this cab. I have to. Clutching my denim jacket over my head, I run along the pavement, skidding slightly, yelling till I'm hoarse. Taxi! Taxi! As I reach the corner, the pavement is crowded with people, and I skirt around them and up the steps to some grand municipal building. There's a balustraded platform with steps going right and left. I'll hail the taxi from up here, then run down and jump in. Taxi! Taxi! Yes, it's pulling up, thank goodness. At last, I can get home, run a bath, forget all about today. Here, I call out, just coming, wait a sec. To my consternation, I notice a guy in a suit on the pavement below heading toward the taxi. It's ours, I roar and start pelting down the opposite steps. It's ours. I held that cab. Don't you even dare. Ah! Even as my foot skids on the wet step, I'm not sure what's happening. Then as I start falling, my thoughts rush with disbelief. I've slipped on my stupid, cheap, shiny-soled boots. I'm tumbling right over, down the steps like a 3-year-old. I scrabble desperately at the stone balustrade, scraping my skin, wrenching my hand, dropping my accessorized bag, grabbing for anything, but I can't stop myself. Oh, shit. The ground's coming straight toward me. There's nothing I can do. This is really, really going to hurt.